Hello everybody. I do apologize for the lack of content for the past several months. Actually a bit more than that. I can definitely say I've had some difficulties recently with the weather and job and a few other things, but I was able to finally sit down, stabilize, and actually find some time to work on a video. So I've had this guy sitting on my desk for the entire time. He's actually been very patient for his recording. But for this particular video, he is known as a beholder, which is from a Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, whichever particular tabletop game you enjoy. But this particular being is, as I said, is known as a beholder, which basically is a very intelligent mid game boss that you can put on your players or what you can be facing against. Uh, Primarily for him, he has about 9 different eye effects. So for those of you that are DMs and haven't used this one yet, or if you've played against this one, you may notice in the Dungeon Master Monster Manuals that they will have a randomized eye roll. So basically what you'll do is, in its rules, every time you use a eye attack, you must roll a d8 per eye, and each eye will have its own thing, such as, for example, this eye right here could have sleep or paralysis or lightning bolt or disintegrate. 8 different effects, 8 different things, and in particular, this model itself actually doesn't just do eyes. It can actually swap out the eyes. Let's see, which one is this? This is a angled one, so it should be this one. Okay. So, like for an example, if you desire, you can actually, I can have him switch out for this, and I can take out, which one was it? This one right here? It could be here. So I can have, for example, 2 eyes on the tabletop, where you can where you can show off their effects and abilities and junk. Or you can do up to all 4. There's an assortment of ways you. Oh, here, this one. There's like an assortment of ways you can have the different beams or effects. So like you can do all, some, or none. Reason why I say it like this is because I'm actually planning on selling this one, because I'm not planning on doing a D&D game soon, and this itself would be a very nice model for anyone that would want to do that, because that's why I actually left them unglued. That way, if I do decide to keep it, I can just switch out the eyes and use whatever appropriate ones I want based on which game I want to do. Or for other people, if you want to glue them in, go ahead and glue them in. If not, like I said, up to 4 different eyes can be taken out. And each eye has its own socket, which you'll see at the very bottom will match with a corresponding weapon, such as these 2 go together, the lightning bolt, and what was it? One more eye around here somewhere. Oh, there's like 1, 2, like all 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. So 4th one is supposed to come out, but I can't remember which one it is. Oh, here it is. It's wiggled in there. So that's the other thing I'd pay attention for. Like, cause for example, you can see there's these 4. But all in all, he's very, like I said, he's customizable between each 4 ones. You can do one individually up to 1 to 4. Keep all the eyes, have all the weapons. Does look very nice. For those that care about the paint scheme, I do apologize, but like I said, it's been a solid at least 4 to 5 months since I've worked on him, and all my paints I've had to put away I don't know how many times at this point, even with other projects I've been trying to work on while I've been getting this stuff together. So in particular for him, I just went with the standard deep red. I want to say it should be a corn red. Let me go ahead and pull it out just for visual. So if my memory serves me right, I started off with a simple corn red, which you got the standard bloody red texture. Then, in order to darken it up, I went to the Citadel Kriegerberg Crimson, which does a nice darker red to bring out the more crimson-esque colors. And then finally, with a nice little highlight, I want to say I did either a regular red or Wazadaka. Yeah, here. I think it's these. Like I said, my memory is all kinds of duck right now, so I haven't the slightest clue. But primarily, to get any paint scheme, no matter what color you desire, it's always simple to start off with a nice standard color, wash it down with either a standard black shade or a darkened colored shades, such as, like, for example, Citadel is very good for their shades. I prefer them. I know Armory Painter has a few others which come in dropper forms if you don't like using the bottles, because I will tell you guys that this particular bottle's crap, especially for these smaller paints, because no matter how hard you try, some of these can stay open and these will dry out and you will lose your paint. So I recommend, if you want to stick with something simple, there's Vallejo, there's the War Painter, because like these guys right here, the only way these can get dry is if you uncap them and pop them out. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to dry these out because it's all locked and socked. For the teeth, I just went with like a standard leathery skin brown, as well as his tongue. And then for his eye, I started off with like a Corax white. They have just different colors and just try to brighten it up, as well as give him a nice brown eye to kind of blend in with the red. And then another thing is reason why he has this particular thing, in case you don't know. For any clear fixtures, this basically states that they're flying, a flying-esque type creature. So he basically flies off his own telekinesis, and I just went with like a standard dirt or a darkened terrain feature. Nothing too crazy, nothing too special. I just wanted to at least get him prepped, ready, done, and then I wanted to at least get him shown off. And then a little bit of extra detail I wanted to get with a nice grainy, dirty teeth-esque creature, because I mean, after all, maybe he's intelligent, but he doesn't have hands to clean out his own teeth. But primarily, at least for effect-wise, this guy, like I said, beholders are very nice if you want to do any type of mid-game boss, whether it be like a simple field boss or a dungeon boss. These guys can do wonders, because not only of their 8 beams, which are randomized even to the DM, but also is his main eye, which is known as an anti-magic eye. Because what will happen is there's a cone that extends for up to 150 feet in front of him, which I think is like 9, 10... I can't remember exactly how many squares above in front of him. Let's see, like, I'd have to do math right now, and I don't have I don't have the mentality for it right now at the moment. But like I said, his main eye is good for any anti-magic. That includes weapons, that includes spells, that includes any type of consistent thing, such as someone spawns a weapon. It's like paladins, you know, they summon their ancestral weapons. They will just dispel it right then and there because it's anti-magic. And then like the beams will obviously do the different effects, like poisoned or blind or sleep or damage, like fire or lightning or disintegration ray. I think that this is what this is. Like, each one has its own thing and effect. Like, so if you guys play Dungeons and Dragons and fought against one of these, is very, very annoying to deal with, so you have to get at him with a nice party. But that will be primarily for his showcase. I'm going to go ahead and try to switch out and open up the Warp Crate box that I've had sitting forever. So I'll go ahead and do a quick cut take, and we'll get to that in a moment. Alrighty, so because I was requested multiple times by a couple people, I'm going to go ahead and show the unboxing portion, which, like I said beforehand in other videos, it's going to be relatively the same. But like I said, they want to see an unboxing. It'll at least be nice for me to just show them the unboxing. So basically, every Warp Crate box will come like this, Warpfire Minis. It'll be based off whatever particular ones you wanted, whether it be 40k, whether it be Age of Sigmar, whatever they have available. Like I said, it's about $25 to either set every month, $25 for every 2 weeks, or $25 for every 2 months. It's all dependent on what you want, what you're affording. You can go for one or for both. Remember, this will be $25 each. And what I actually did was I did one for Warp Crate, one for Age of Sigmar, and one for 40k. And there's a variety of options for it. So we'll go ahead and go through. Like I said, each one comes with its own little bubble wrap to keep it safe. And oh, hello, what's this? Go ahead and open these up, get this out of the way. Oh, they didn't have the little token thing in there. They usually got the token in there. Okay, so this right here, Fireborn. What? Let me get this out of the. Oh, this is a rarity. This is a big rarity. So, this appears to be a Warcry. If I'm even looking at this right. Yeah, this appears to be Warcry. And that's what it seems to look like. So this appears to be Scions of the Flame. Okay, this is kind of intriguing. This is kind of interesting. I don't see any instructions on this, so I don't even know exactly how to work these. I don't know what to put these together with, but from what it looks like I said, this appears to be like a war cry. So for Warhammer, the Warhammer company, what they do is they also have another game called Warcry, which is basically like a kill team for their 40k version. So Warcry will be for the fantasy version, kill team will be for their 40k version. These appear to be some type of Scions of Flame guys. I can't really exactly tell. It might just be like the standard kit, so you can build one or all of them. I assume you can build a Blazing Lord at least. He probably has his own sprue. I assume you can build up to 1, 2, or you probably build up to 5 of these guys, but I have no idea who is what and what each one does. There appears to be like, here's their card on what they look like. Here is their abilities for each one. I don't know what these cards exactly mean, nor do I know. I assume this is what movement, this is damage, health, something, points maybe. Like these, that's probably points, and then each one has like appears to be a symbol, so an ability. So like for example, this guy here can throw a firebomb. Okay, yeah, that seems simple enough. This one here can engulf in flame. This one can yeah, throw a firebomb. This one doesn't have any ability like that. Okay, so that's what it seems to look like. Okay, yeah, that's everything it appears to be. I can see maybe a couple feet, so... Alright, I actually don't really know what this entails, but like I said, from other Warp Crates, Warp Crate itself is pretty much a good value for it. It's like 25 bucks. You have no idea what you're going to get, except the things that you request, such as a particular faction, but do know it's not always going to be something amazing. It's more than likely going to be like cannon fodder, or at least some foot troops. Like for example, this is Warcry. I have no idea why I got this at all, but judging from it, it appears to maybe be a squad of 5. I can, like I said, from what it looks like, I can create this guy for sure, because I see at least his... Yeah, here's his big thing, here's his front piece, 2 legs, 1, 2, appears to be a front and a back, so that's another one, 3 body parts and pieces. I at least want to say 4 bodies I can at least make. Here's this, judging just off that alone. So I can at least make 4 different people. Like I said, I don't know what does what. I wish I actually knew. I'll probably just go ahead and put this up and see if anyone wants to buy it off me or something. Like I said, I have no idea anything about this Warp Cry stuff, but like I said, it's still a good deal. It's still a good deal. It's kind of a bust on this one, but like I said beforehand, I've had others where it's like amazing. Like for example, actually I still have it over here. Like one of the Warp Crates I got was a Skull Cannon, and pending on what game, like so this is Skull Cannon can go for either Age of Sigmar or can go for 40k. This model right here is definitely not 25 bucks. This is more than 25 bucks. So like I said, this one I got an amazing deal out of. Other ones I had the couple bigger models. So like I said, you can get anything that they give you, because it's like, I think it's mostly secondhand. Because like some of it will come painted, some of it will come unpainted, some of it will just be a bunch of bits and pieces put together that you can put together. I got a couple things of Necrons that I basically don't have put together, but at least for that, that's kind of really it. For the next one, I'm probably not going to touch it till next week, because I at least need to get myself back into a proper working schedule, because I got a couple things I'm doing throughout the week. But I'll probably sit down and actually do some more videos. I'll probably do like an unboxing video for the next one, because there was a few things that came out that I bought, but I just, like I said, didn't have the time to actually sit down and do. But like I said, that's really everything for me tonight. I do thank you all for at least joining me. I do apologize again for the long delay in the thing, but I hope to see you all again next time.